Okay, one of the first steps to draining your printer and making sure it's ready to go in vacation mode is to empty all of your tanks out. So you are going to want to make sure that you have disconnected these little plugs back here to make sure that the alarms are not going to go off. When you do that, go ahead and empty these out into a 3-gallon bucket with some kitty litter. Make sure you're clamped off right here. All right, the next step is you're going to put your lines that are normally located in these little holes right here into this line right here, and you're going to enter them into your DTF flushing solution. So again, your lines are going to be the ones that go into your cartridges. They're going to look like this. Just clean them off and slide them in here one by one until all 4 lines are in your flushing solution. When you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and we're going to flush out our lines by doing a load ink option. The next step you want to do is you're going to go over to Print EXP, make sure you're on the setting tab up here, come down here to where it says load ink, head select. We're currently doing the H1 head, which is your color head, so you choose the H1 option here. Then you go over here to load ink, and what you're going to notice is that back here in the back, you're going to see these lines are going to start clearing out. You'll see cleaning solution running through the lines, and as you do this, it's going to get more and more translucent.
It's off, and it still might work.
This is a process you may have to do 2 or 3 times to make sure there's no ink left in your lines. All right, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't have any color ink in your heads. So what you can do is you can press the test button, and when it does a test print, you should receive no color on the lines at all. So as you can see right now, all it is, no color, it's just clear cleaning solution. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to drain our white lines. All right, the idea is to make sure that when you're done, all of your lines that are coming out of your cartridges are clear and that they don't have any kind of ink going into them. The ink coming out of the tank lines is fine because that's going to feed into the cartridge down here. So you just want to make sure that the lines going into the printer are clear. All right, so when we're talking about clearing out your white lines, the line that we want to clear out is going to be the line right here next to the bottom of your filter. Make sure that you have a rag or a towel or something with you, as well as a bottle of your flushing solution here. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen this clamp right here. We're just going to slide the clamp down off of the nipple there. When it comes down, we're then going to we're going to hold this up here. Make sure this here is clamped also. This is going to create a vacuum in your line, so you shouldn't see very much dripping there. Then we're just going to we're going to work this hose down a little bit off of here, and you're going to get some white ink. That's the whole point of keeping the towel here with you. Okay, wipe that nipple off a little bit, and then wipe the hose off as well. You can use gloves if you want. The ink washes right off after a hand wash or 2. Okay, don't worry about any excess white or anything like that. That's going to come off. Just take and wipe it right off with your towel. The next step is you're going to take your cleaning solution. You're going to set it right down here. Make sure it's on a sturdy base so it doesn't fall over. Take your line, push this all the way up so you don't lose any of your solution. Take the end of your line, set it into your solution, just like that. And then the next step is we're going to go ahead and we're going to flush our lines the same way we did with our color lines. We're just going to we're going to load ink on head 2, and I'm about to show you that right now. Okay, like we were saying, you're going to basically flush your lines by using the load ink option here. Only this time, instead of H1, we're going to choose H2. Choose H2, and then choose your load ink option. What you're going to see is you're going to start to see the flushing solution is going to start traveling up the line. And again, what we're looking for here is we're looking for a translucency, just like we have and our other lines located right here. Keep in mind that while we're flushing these lines out, it has to go through the reservoir, through 4 dampers, and through 4 channels into the head. So you may need to do this 3 or 4 times. To make sure your heads are empty, you might want to go ahead and remove the cover here that covers your heads. It's simply 3 screws on each side. Sometimes you may only have 2 screws. So you're going to see screws here, here, and here. Those are the ones you're going to remove. And on this side over here, same spot. There may be one back here, one here, and one right below it. Those are the screws you're going to remove to take the cover off, and I want to show you what that looks like when the cover is removed. Once you're done running a solution through, you should have nothing but clear translucent lines right here. Some of your machines are going to have these clips. I do recommend you go ahead and place these clips in place. What this does is this helps prevent any kind of ink leakage from the back coming back into your heads. Very important to remember, like you'll see in our next video, how to bring your printer out of vacation mode, is to make sure that before you do any kind of ink loads, that you release each one of these clips. It's very important. The next thing you know is you can move your head to the left. Make sure that your capping stations are clean and if there's no ink inside them. This will help prevent any sort of clogs in the future. Hit the enter button to return your print carriage back to its home position. And at this point, you can go ahead and turn off your software first, then turn off your printer. Then you want to make sure that you empty out your waste tank down at the bottom, because at this point, it should be relatively full. What I do recommend is if you're in vacation mode, go ahead and take the cover here, just kind of place it off to the side, because you're going to have to take it off when you come back anyway. So again, once all this is done and you have translucent lines, come over here, close your software down. It's going to ask you, are you sure? Tell it yes. And then once the software closes, you can come over here and then power down your printer. The very last step is to go ahead and take your line out of your flushing solution here, reconnect it back here to the bottom of the white filter. Make sure that you get this clip up there and it's all on there nice and secure. And that's pretty much how you get all that taken care of. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to help out.